and welcome everyone. This is episode 6 of the Open Heart Collective, and my guest today, I've been really excited about this one for the past couple of weeks, is none other than Tommy Rowland, aka Rowlan.
What's up, bro?
Man.
Thank you for having me on here. I'm excited about it.
So, everybody who sees this, and I know it's a little bit of an earlier episode, typically we go later in the day, but you guys can catch it on the replay. Anyways, you guys know that the mission of this show is to really help and inspire others by sharing stories and connecting and having real open discussions around mental health. So, that being said, Tommy, welcome to episode 6 of the Open Heart Collective. Proud to have you here, man.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me on here, bro.
So this very open forum, man. So let's just have a conversation. Tell those who are watching or those who will be watching a little bit more about yourself, your story, and where you came from.
Absolutely. So originally, I'm from this place it's a small town called Harwich. It's in Massachusetts on Cape Cod. So a very small town. And then when I was 20, I moved to LA, and that's kind of when stuff really started like booming for me. And now I'm 23, or no, then when I was 23, I started just traveling a lot, coast to coast, back and forth. And now I'm based out of like New York and LA, just kind of bi-coastal, just going back and forth. I do music full time, so I just basically drop songs and the royalties end up paying my bills. So it allows me freedom, so it's pretty cool. I started music as like a therapeutic thing, and then eventually I just got the fan base and everything got going like that. So slowly it turned to my day job, my release, my reason for everything. So, so things just happened how they happened, and now I'm where I'm at, So now bi-coastal, just doing music full time, shows, et cetera, et cetera. So it's pretty cool.
I like how you said that your music as a therapeutic. As I was reading your bio, and then I dove really head first into your music again today,
amazing,
just to kind of get the mind right ahead of talking to you. And having read more of your story in your bio, and then diving more into your music, I definitely see that. So, what was that turning point for you? That moment that made you switch on, like this is what I've got to do.
I would think that I think that it was just I think it was just like the build up to. I think it was just the build up to like understanding like this is what I have to do, because a couple of people reaching out to me, like I was doing music, and then like I started getting DMs like, yo, you saved my life with your music, and like all these like things, like I was in a dark place and your song helped me relate, et cetera, et cetera. So I think at that point I was just like, this is what I should be doing. This is like my calling, and this is what I'm supposed to do. If I can save lives and make money at it and enjoy myself, like, that was my calling. That's like what I was supposed to do,
That's amazing, man. Knowing that this conversation is never really a fun one, with it being the mental aspect of everything. And you're part of this culture. You'll understand this. We're being told to always be on the offense, be proactive, go out there and do shit, go build, hustle, right?
Yes.
But yet, the one thing that we really aren't being super proactive on is our own mental health. Would you agree?
Yes, 100%. I think that's a very looked over subject matter in general.
Right. And how can we make this a more openly discussed topic? How can we really focus on not only getting our own mind right, but everybody else's, and help them? I know you help a lot of people with your music, and I'm one of those people that you've helped. But
thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
How can we take that one step further?
I think just by like, I think comfortability. I think by exposure, and by people being okay with the fact that it's not okay to be all normal. I think that there has to be a comfortability switch with the whole thing of mental health, et cetera, et cetera. I think that people in general should be okay admitting that they're not okay, or looking for help, or open to getting help. And I think that would make a huge difference in it,
Right.
Bringing transparency to it and comfortability to it. I think that's going to be a really big part of it.
Right. I don't know what. Wow, that got really loud back there.
Sorry about
So
that.
what's been? I mean, I've had several musicians on the show already. A couple from, or one from LA, another from actually the second musician I've had on the show. But a lot of creators, right? And we're kind of all cursed with this. We take on everything, right? We were talking about this beforehand. You have this because so much is coming at you, it's hard to manage it all. What what are some of the tips that or what are some of the things that you've used to help kind of manage the madness? Because, like you said, you have a lot coming at you all the
Yeah,
time. I mean,
I think that was actually a part of my growth and how I got to where I am right now is being okay with handing off tasks and getting a team you can trust. In terms of like me handling everything, like now I have Brandon to do my managing. I don't handle emails anymore. He's the only person who handles emails, collaborations, shows, and I got somebody
stuff like
who's kind
this.
of like I got someone who's like kind of like my assistant who like books all my flights, books my hotels, et cetera, et cetera. So it's honestly just being okay with handing off tasks and like having a team around you that you can trust to handle those tasks appropriately.
Right, right.
That's how I deal with the madness personally. You know, like when I get text messages that are over like 3 lines of text, I'm like, can't do it. Like, call me. like,
Right,
just like laser lining my life and like my workflow and stuff like that.
right. What would you recommend for fans that are out there that maybe aren't musicians themselves, but are human beings that really connect and resonate with your story? What, and they're probably going through their own struggles, their own battles. What would you say for them?
I would say, honestly, like, if you're going through something, anything, like power through it and know that like brighter times are coming. Like everything that you're going through as a human, everything that any type of trial or tribulation you go through, like it's literally that's life, and how you come out of it is literally how you're going to determine where you end up. So I would just say power through everything and know that other people can relate. You know, so I think that's a
Oh,
huge part.
right, right. Oh, let's see. I want to definitely respect your time, and I wish that we had more people live watching this, but it is only noon on the West
I
Coast
think
or
it's gonna
3
be.
o'clock
I
in
think
the.
it's gonna be good for the. I think it's gonna be really good for the rewatchers, though. You know, even if they weren't here for the live piece of it, I think it's gonna be extremely dope for the actual rewatchers of it.
Right. Um, let's see. I really just make these very conversational, but I want to make this interjection. Are going through particular content. I've been getting not flooded with messages, but I'm getting messages and comments in various places saying that I'm struggling with this, or I need help, or just find somebody to talk to if it's not me. And I mean, to get to Tommy, you kind of have to go through a couple of gatekeepers, but I'm sure that he would help in the time that he has available to him. Just
I
find
do.
somebody to talk to.
Agreed. I agree with that. And honestly, I still, even though it's very hard, I'll still at least read DMs and like respond with like a heart or like, just acknowledge the fact that I got a DM if it's not some bullshit. I don't know if you can swear on this, but if it's not some bullshit
Oh,
that like
I
someone's
curse.
trying. Okay, so if it's not something that someone's just trying to get like some promotion out of or some like free advice or like something, ask me to listen to a playlist of songs because I don't have time for that. If it's anything else, I'm acknowledging. I'm always trying to help people get through times, and like just for disclosure and for this specifically podcast, like as a kid I was extremely dark, and that's why I started music. So I just encourage anyone who is not mentally stable or going through something mentally, I encourage everyone to find an art or some type of outlet to ease themselves, because art literally is the key. I was listening to Eminem, I was in a dark place and I was just like on the edge, like, yo, what's the point of everything, blah blah blah. Like obviously it was little kid ass problems, but I was in a dark place and
But
I was
those
just
little
like,
kid problems feel insurmountable when you're little.
agreed, Agreed. So like the fact that I had music to listen to and I know people can relate, that's like what saved my life. So find an outlet, find something to listen to, find something to watch, find an escape that just gets you out of the mental spot that you're in when you're in that space, you know. And I think that's what's important about that.
Right. I mean, I know music saved my life more than once.
100%, bro. A lot
I
of people,
mean,
most people actually.
but yeah, we don't give it the power that it deserves.
Agreed. I agree with you.
I've been on this kick lately because I mean, those people in my audience know that I mean, I've been in the music game for a little while now and been working with artists and helping to build momentum for these artists. And the biggest thing that I've been saying for the last several months is that music is the most powerful art form on the face of the planet.
100%. 100%. And if you can find anything to get out of your own head, like whether it's painting, it doesn't matter. Like do something, create something, like just be you, you know, like find an outlet and do it. That really is the best cure for any mental instability, you know? So,
Right. I mean, for me, it's the work.
Right. Art, man. Art, work, whatever you need to do. Just find something to be your outlet. Find something to get out of your head, you know?
So being that music is your thing, what do you do to get like outside of your head, or is music the escape all the time?
Music is my only like escape. I also do a lot of like I do my own like album art and stuff like that. So if I want to do something like that, I do that. Honestly, what's very therapeutic and what really helps me is listening to like motivation, inspirational talks, you know, something that gets the get up in me, you know, like for Gary Vee, he's somebody who like if I'm in my own head or feeling down or blah blah blah, I listen to him and I'll be like, you know what, like it's time to get over this, like your life is not that bad. And one other thing that has always helped my mental stabilization is just gratitude. Be grateful for fucking everything. Like you didn't have to wake up today, so the fact that you even got another chance at another day to chase your dream, I've been preaching that heavily since 2008, and that literally has every day pretty much a good day. I'll have like 1 or 2 days a month maybe where I'm like not the happiest human in the world, but for the most part I'm extremely happy because I understand all the little things that we're blessed with, you know, like a million things. Even if you're broke at the bottom of everything, you still have eyes and you can still drink and eat. Like that's a thing in itself. So I think just gratitude in general is what keeps mental stability really up there, you know. So
Right. I couldn't agree more. I mean, I resonate with the Gary thing. I mean, that's how I came to know of you. So I got to give him credit where credit is due. But and he's the type of person that I mean, you can't see it, but there's paraphernalia back there in various places. Just because of the amount of respect that I have for him and what he's accomplished. But
100%.
it's definitely, I would agree. I don't have, I mean, Monday, I have bad days on occasion like you do, but they're rare because I'm so forward focused on gratitude.
With your head, if you learn how to use it right or bottle it up or put it in the right direction. So I think just really getting mental stability and just really focusing and honing in on what you want and actually believing in the power of your brain, I think can do so much for a life, you know?
It's mind over matter.
100% it is.
Yep. Oh, did we lose Tommy? Oh, no, he's back. All right, he's back.
Someone FaceTimed in. You're good.
But no, so it's we talked about music, we talked about your story, we talked about maybe some tips and ideas for those who watch this, who aren't a musician, who aren't a creative, kind of just doing their own thing in their own lane. I mean, we've got a few more minutes left before I know you got to get running because Brandon said, yeah, he's got something else going on too.
Yes.
So I'm trying to go through this really quick, but obviously, let's play out the gratitude thing real quick. What's being grateful for the small things is one of those things where it's easier said than done for a lot of people. What has been some of the stuff to really force you to be grateful all the time?
I think what's forced me to is just like knowing the world. There's so many low things in the world. There's just so much going on, and we're in this little bubble of like an amazing life. So you really can't be, it's just like, it would be completely crooked for us to think that we're anything besides extremely blessed to be in the position that we are, especially here in America, especially in any country that you're able to see this broadcast, because there's countries that won't even get a smartphone to watch this, or a laptop to watch this. There's just so much to be grateful for.
Amen. I mean, there's so much more that I would like to just know about you, but it so much resonates in your music, and that's what I love about music, and the fact that it can bring you to another place. And I think your music does that for a lot of people, myself included.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So let's maybe talk to the younger generation that's watching this, that's really trying to break out, that's trying to maybe take their own moments of weakness, and I'm struggling, but I'm pushing through. What's for them? What's that idea, that strategy that they can deploy for their own world? Like for instance, for me, shortly before Thanksgiving last year, I got it that I wanted to send thank you messages to everybody who followed me on Instagram.
Okay.
So I did that, and I did it religiously to the point where I broke Instagram like 10 times. And, but it was all because I was literally saying thank you. And I got so much more out of it because I love the messages back where I'd say, thank you for what would be the response. And I could say absolutely nothing other than reading this right now. Like,
bars, bro. I really like that. That's a dope approach, honestly. I might have to steal that and hit all my followers up.
Just do it.
Honestly, it's fire.
I don't know, man. I'm just so grateful for the fact that I get to do what I do. And I'm grateful to be in this conversation with you, knowing that you're doing something that you do and you're passionate about it. And this is something that bleeds from your eyes, to quote Gary, right? And
that's what it's about, bro.
And I also love how we're both wearing black crew neck t-shirts this afternoon.
It was plotted. It was previously plotted for sure, subconsciously, but it was there.
Oh, you're back. You'd frozen for a brief second there.
I didn't get FaceTime that time. I don't know what happened.
Internet connection's always fun.
Yes, that it is.
Let's see. Any words of wisdom you just want to put out there to the universe, man?
Honestly, I felt like I spilled like what wisdom that I usually preach to people. So not necessarily, but I mean, just stay consistent at whatever you're doing, and like just be yourself no matter what you're doing, what you're tapping into. There's no two you, so I would say just be yourself. Like literally, just offer the world what you can offer, and do your part. That's literally the only advice I would give to people.
I love it, man. I love it.
Thank you, bro.
What's next for Tommy?
I think for Tommy or for Rowlan, because there's a difference. Tommy is just keep finding myself. For Tommy, just keep like learning who I am and growing and maturing and kind of just being myself more and more. Just offering the world more and more of myself. Getting to a place that I'm extremely happy with how everything's going. And for Rowlan, blow the fuck up and be rich as shit, so we can just do crazy shit. That's all. No, that sounds ignorant. That sounds ignorant as hell. No, but honestly,
I get it.
Just reach a million likes. We're actually already reaching a million people, but I mean, reach a billion humans, and just let them know that like we can be in a place that, wherever we want to be, just inspire. Honestly, if I were to sum it up, I would say inspire.
Right. Awesome. One last thing that you just kind of made a more so apparent. Is it necessary to have the alter ego?
I think no, but I think that if you separate the two and understand business rather than personal, nowadays It's become much too conjoined for me. It shouldn't be this conjoined, but keeping the brand separate from the actual, the human is very important for entertainment purposes because you can dive into so many different lanes. Tommy Rowland cannot relate to being a drug dealer, but Rowlan the entertainer might be able to write a song about it. So I think for that purpose and for entertainment purposes, it's very important to keep the two separate. And also for the humans around you, you know, the people who love and appreciate you. I think it's very important to never lose who you are. I think it's very important to be yourself. So for the loved ones and people around me, I think it's very, very crucial that I remember to keep the two separate and stay personal and et cetera, you know?
Right. I had to ask because for so long I went by my first name, but I started going by my middle name. And it because for me it was I closed out one chapter and I started another one.
Right.
And that so I still get it. People still call me Philip or they'll call me Ryan, and it's weird to kind of balance the two. But for me, I've always been Ryan. Because it's the more outgoing, because Philip was the oppressed nerd that got picked on most of his life, kind of a thing. So
right, I get that. But honestly, I think it's a good balance to have. I think you should definitely keep in touch with both sides. But it's also, you know, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like you can keep it, however you want to manipulate it. It can be good or bad. But I would definitely say just remember who you are in the end of everything. You know.
Right. Absolutely. All right, I know you got to get going. You got other stuff to do.
Dude, I'm gonna write. I decided myself today that I'm gonna write 2 songs because I've been on a writer's block and I've been getting stuck. So I decided today I'm gonna put action to it. Like I said I was gonna. So I'm gonna get 2 songs written today.
Nice. I wish that I was going to be on the East Coast when you're going to be on the East Coast. We could connect, but we'll have to connect the next time that I'm out there or you're out there.
All good, bro. I'm always traveling, so absolutely.
I know. I see the Instagram.
Yes, bro.
Stories, man. It's crazy.
That plane life, bro. That plane life.
Yeah, but awesome, man. Well, for those of you who don't know or haven't yet met Tommy Rowland, let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah, just ROWLAN on Instagram or YouTube, pretty much anywhere. Just ROWLAN. Actually, Google me really, because if you put it on Google, my rankings go up. So ROWLAN. Just look it up and lock me in. You know. Awesome,
Tommy. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time out, man. And this episode will be available on Facebook forever. And will be available on YouTube starting tomorrow morning. I might get it out yet today. It's on YouTube later today. I'll definitely share the links.
Send me the link so I can share it.
Yeah. And then, awesome. And everybody else who watches this in the replay, thank you for taking the time. For the couple of people that we've had bounce in and out during this afternoon, thank you as well. I'm going to share some love with this on Instagram and get people over and watch it here because I tend to get more traction on Instagram than Facebook, but Facebook lives on forever. So, yeah. And a major thank you to Luigi and Brandon for getting this thing to make it happen. So
absolutely. Shout to both of them. They're both the right-hand man, so absolutely.
Absolutely. Awesome, Tommy. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
We'll talk to you in the next one. Absolutely.